Racing World, YouTube World. We're back for some Giggity Racing League truck racing Monday nights. Had an awesome Daytona race, won by TKO. I am still joined here by my good buddies, Icy, Shadow Grim, and War Machine. How y'all doing
What
tonight?
up?
You guys enjoy that last race?
Yeah, I'm actually shocked, guys. I don't know if it's about you, but I think that's the first time I've seen somebody win by fuel mileage at Daytona.
Hey, I mean, good for him. That's how I'd want to do it.
I, I just,
Because
I
I
just, I
sometimes I don't have
think.
the speed.
What about you, War Machine? Nice. Do you think the same thing? 'Cause I've never seen very many people actually winning on fuel mileage.
That was actually the very first time I've ever seen it won on fuel mileage. Um,
Yeah.
Now, I don't mean to toot my own horn or nothing, but if you go back my live streams a couple, about a month ago now, I won a truck race at Talladega on fuel mileage in the league I was in before this on Heat 3. But, yeah, no, I've never seen it at Daytona. I've never seen it was a really good run from TKO, not taking anything away from him. He's a great driver. I don't just say that 'cause he's on my team. He really is a great driver. Um, it, I think Atlanta's going to be even more fun than we saw at Daytona.
Yeah, yeah, I love this track, man. I'm pretty pumped. I like the way they all ran against each other at Daytona. They were a little squirrely, and I think this will straighten them out a bit. Let's see who can run next to each other, who can stay off the apron. Even though in Heat 4 you can run on the apron a little more, it's a little different. So now we're getting into tires. Last race was gas. This race it's got to be tires. Seeing how Heat 4 is running. Um, Shadow, have you learned anything about these tires so far in the last few weeks with this game?
Yes, I actually have. If you actually can figure out how to run the high side, you can save your tires up a little bit more than running the low. Because when you run it to the low side, it's going to burn your right front up a lot quicker.
Yeah, and one thing that I learned is, sorry, please continue.
I was gonna say, the other thing it's for me why it's kind of hard because I'm usually a bottom groove driver. And with this game, I actually have to adapt. It's taken a little time, but I've actually learned how to run the high side now.
Hey, good, good for you, man. One thing I've seen is that with if you stay on the tighter side of the slider, you're gonna ruin the right front. If you go towards the looser side of the slider, you're gonna ruin the right rear. Icy, do you feel the same? Have you figured anything out with these slider adjustments?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that for me?
The tire wear
My headset
compared.
died, I'm
No,
sorry.
no, you're good. You're just not listening to me. Thanks, man.
Yeah,
No,
no, thanks,
Yeah.
man. Appreciate it.
yeah, no.
We're trying
I
to run
just
something
Killed the
here.
no,
momentum of
you know what?
killed the momentum
I
of the
feel like
broadcast, my bad.
I feel like that. I feel like that. No, I feel like that jerk teacher that asks a question and then just calls someone out to answer. It's like, are you paying attention? Nah, that's my bad. But tire wear, front and rear rights. Do you think that correlates with how loose or tight you go with a slider setting?
No. No.
No,
They
I
just
see. I feel like it does.
simply no. Um, because if you're tight, you're turning the car more. If you're loose, the car's automatically got more steering in.
Well, right. So that correlates. So I think the tighter
and
setting,
I
if
think
you have it
that
on 1, you're gonna ruin the right front. If you have it on 9, you're gonna ruin the right rear. That's how I see
okay,
it.
I see what you're
Oh,
asking
okay,
now.
okay,
I
my
thought you were
bad.
just saying the two in general, like how much are they going to wear? Yeah,
Remember,
I
he
mean,
came
there's
halfway through the
definitely a difference.
conversation.
The right front's going to be, the right front's definitely going to lose a little more when you're tighter. Obviously, it's just kind of the nature of the beast with a tighter race car. Personally, I like a loose car. I handle that a little bit better.
Yeah.
And the right rear goes.
You know, hey, I'm sorry. One sec. I'm just getting into this game, and it's blue screen, so no one can hear you. Let's get back to that in a sec. Let me invite you all in here. I know. I'm sorry. I had to. I want to see. I want to see the. Oh shoot! All right. Let me. All right. Good. All right. The three of you.
I know. Mm-mm.
Three of you get that.
Yes.
Yeah, I got it.
All right. Icy. What were you alluding to there?
Um, basically, I like to run a looser setup, so I notice it a little more for me, specifically. The right rear wears a lot sooner, and you tend to lose the rear end a lot more off the corners with that. Um, and you're going to see a lot of that in tonight's race because I know a lot of guys want to run that looser setup to have more speed,
Yeah.
but that again, that's just a consequence of it. Um, whereas if you run a tight setup, you'll know they're running a tight setup because they're not going to be able to turn off the corner. They're gonna slide up the racetrack. They're going to lose it a lot more. Where in a NASCAR Heat 3, you didn't see that. You saw the car just went up the track one way or the other. Now you see it where the there's a personality to every setup that you run, and it's going to be interesting to see how these guys handle it.
I like that. That was very very well put on the setups. Personality. You're not joking there. And I hope you guys joined in on the race as we are
Yep,
green.
we're in here
Napa
watching
fan.
Napa fan leading.
Wow.
Napa fan's going where he did when he did in the dash.
Going where he did when he did in the dash. I think
Yeah,
we can
man.
make.
How about that? It's coming.
Let's
Hey,
let's
you
make
look
a
at
song
third
out of
and
that.
fourth
He's going
right
where he did
now.
when he did in the dash.
If you look at third and fourth right now, we got the two group motorsports guys hooked up already together. They're too
Oh
wide
my
now coming down
gosh.
the backstretch, but I think this is a good night for those guys in the group camp. They're gonna have a really I think they'll have a really good night here tonight.
Yeah, they're gonna do what they done did.
Well, if you think about it, they haven't done what you done thought that they were going to do just yet.
But they already done it.
Well, they just done what they did because I don't know. We'll have to think about that.
You're already
I'm all
confusing yourself.
I'm tongue-tied. I'm tongue-tied. But we can't shut War Machine up, dude. Please, like, let us speak, man. But War Machine, I don't know if you've been going through these trucks just yet. Starting off, what do you want? What do you want here in a truck at Atlanta? How do you want to start this race, buddy?
I want to start this race up towards the front.
Oh yeah.
Specifically with a truck that's not loose off the turns. That seems to be one of the biggest problems at Atlanta.
Yeah, off the corners, being loose, no good.
Yes.
Especially
And it's
towards the
mostly
end
out
of the
of
run.
two. It's mostly out of two as well.
Yeah.
I'll say 17 had a big moment coming off before there. I don't know if anybody else saw that.
No, I didn't catch that.
He had a big moment. It looked like he did, or maybe he was just getting a little bit of lag. I'm not 100% sure, but it didn't look good, whatever it was.
Hey,
He's loose.
one truck that I do want to bring up is the 12 of Outcheer. He's running in the back right now, but I'm really, really happy to see him. Unfortunately, he fell out of that Daytona race quite early. Hopefully, he can stick in here a lot longer and for the long haul. Let's see him get that truck under him. Hit good laps, bud.
17! Woo!
And there.
That 17 is nasty loose, guys. Like, he's like really loose center, really loose off.
Yeah,
I don't know how
I
he's holding
just-
on to the truck.
I
I'm
just
watching
picked
him
him
right now,
last.
and he is. Oh man,
He's got a handful.
I watched that replay there. He got sideways, and
Yeah, he's got a handful of truck right
he
now.
looks
He's
like
got,
he's dirt tracking around here. He is struggled.
Well, you
off
gotta-
it, too, a lot.
you gotta
did really
think about
good
what
off
he
the floor
said.
there. He held it under control better.
You got to think about what he said after that race when we interviewed him. He said he's done with being conservative. He's pushing it. You know, he's going the
Here we see
limits
again
right
off
now.
of two, and you see him again
Loose,
sideways.
loose.
Oh,
Ooh.
that
Hold on to it. Old guy in the 52.
might have been a little bit of lag, but
Old guy in the
he
52
definitely
held up.
lost.
Yeah, it did look kind of laggy. I hope not, man. The old guy in
And
the
Napa fan
52
down pit
stayed
road
down.
early here. Do you think this is a
Same with
strategy
52.
move?
Same with the 52. Yeah, I think it would be. I think it would be. You know, if you're gonna have to pit and you got an adjustment that's gonna make it faster, why not get it in there as soon as you can? I'm not, you know, gonna go
Something
against
I
that.
got a little bit figured out last night, though, was air pressures. Messing around with some air pressures. Don't necessarily mess around with the wedge, but if you can just get the right air pressures into the car, it's going to be so much better for you in the long run. And it was really interesting to watch the way that the race turned out for me last night. I mean, again, didn't finish well, but we made a lot of turns in the right direction, and now that I'm starting to kind of understand where I need to go with air pressure adjustments. I never really messed with those. I normally just went straight to wedge because wedge is what helps
you
the
know,
car.
what would help too is taking turns in the left direction, not taking turns in the right direction.
Well, you know,
I'm just joking, man. No, I'm joking. Joking. Left-hand turns, right-hand turns.
I overcorrected a couple times
No,
last night.
never. No, you're good.
And that's the thing you're going to see even tonight. I mean, there's going to be guys who are going to come off and not overcorrecting the car. It is such a hard thing to do. And it seems super easy, and when you think about it, just in your own mind. But it's not. The car is going to be squirrely around here with these old tires. It's going to go around. As we saw with 17, he did a great job of keeping it straight, even though he went around. I mean,
He's still loose, guys.
yeah, I think he made it worse. But you know, that's just the nature of it here. Again, the track. We haven't mentioned this yet, but the track surface has not changed. I don't think it's been repaved since around 2001. So the track is old, and it results in the racing that you see here. And it's a lot of things that aren't mentioned, and that's what makes, again, NASCAR Heat 4 puts personality in every track. And that's the personality of this track.
This track is extremely bumpy in the trucks.
That's a good point.
It's fun to race.
You mentioned something that got me thinking of like the first few days I had the game. Icy, the whole overcorrecting. You can easily overcorrect these cars and trucks now. You start getting loose, you go to correct it, and then it starts going to the right, and then the left, and you can't save it. It's literally like driving on snow. That's how I compare it. I don't know if you guys get snow where you're from. If not, I'm so jealous of you. Yeah, see, so you know what driving. You know the whole you know.
Midwest Ohio, yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Then, so you know, overcorrecting causes big issues, and it's something to. I don't want to have to correct in the first place. That's where I've gotten to in this game. I don't want to have to correct to that point.
Yeah, I don't want it to be to the point where I'm turning. I don't want to turn my wheel right at all if I have a choice. I want it. If it starts breaking loose, I burp the throttle like I mentioned earlier tonight in and I believe the dash race. I burp the throttle off the corner and I straighten the wheel, and then as soon as I feel the car stop sliding, then I'm back on it. And I think that's something that everybody's going to have to like get used to, because it takes a level of patience.
Yeah, it definitely does.
I just added Kate Larson to the party. Can you accept him in?
Yeah, I got him.
See, I'm actually going to note on that, put a quote on that too as well, Yannick, about you saying about the truck, about looseness-wise, dude. In this game, it actually makes it so hard. If you actually get so sideways, it is very hard to try to recorrect it.
Exactly.
Like, it's like if you're in a straightaway loose, you better just slam on the brakes and pray for it, because it's gonna send you which way it's gonna send you.
Yeah, you kind of have to let the wheel. You kind of got to let the wheel take over. You know, you don't want to overcorrect it too much, because then you're going back and forth and you're lost. You kind of got to just make sure that it's pointed in the right direction, lay off a bit, and hope for the best. We got a new member up here in the booth, Kay Larson. What's up, buddy? How you doing tonight?
Good. How you guys doing?
Freaking awesome, man. We're watching some great racing here. And
the truck race is pretty good tonight.
Dude, man, these trucks are running well. And we were actually talking about the 17 looking real loose, and the 19 just got around him. The 19 of Mackey got around TKO, and I think that may be because of the looseness that the 17 is having. So, Larson, since you just got in here with us, man, how would you want to set this truck up for the start of the race? Where are you starting? You going to be tight, loose? What do you want to do?
I would start out tight, and then pit adjustments if I need to. I'll loosen it up. Most importantly is saving that right front tire.
That's right, yeah, man, because I feel that the tighter you are, the more you're going to wear that right front. Now, you guys mentioned before, and I didn't really get to get in depth with it because we went on a different subject or had some good racing. And speaking of, Country Rebel into the inside wall, I don't know if that had to do with looseness or not, but back to that.
He blew a
Shoot,
tire.
where was it? Oh, no way.
Oh no!
I think he blew a tire. I think he
The
blew a
way
tire.
he's running, yeah. Good call, man.
Yeah, he
Very
blew
good
that.
call.
I think he blew the right front. And the 17 went around. Guys, the 17's around on the backstretch along with the 94 of Napa fan. And the 18 just plowed into the right side.
Wow,
bunch
they're
of other
collecting a
cars. There
bunch
was
of
a
guys.
huge wreck on
That's
the
got to be a
backstretch.
caution. Yeah, it looks like a caution.
See,
The 19
here
is
it is,
slowing down.
guys.
All right, so
Tires.
Larson, man, they were talking about pit adjustments, and they're saying that tire pressures have a lot to do with it. I haven't really been able to get that in depth with the game just yet, but I was thinking. I'm not really sure what to think. If it's going to be, what do you want to play with? Wedge or tire adjustments or a little bit of both? What do you think makes the biggest impact in Heat 4 so far?
Tire pressures do, and obviously the wedge too, because you can't have a car too loose or you just eat off that front tire. And plus, if you move up the track to the high side, you can save your tires a little bit better than cutting down on the low side the whole race.
Now
That's a
to
good
add off
point.
of what he just said, the wedge adjustments are a little bit more of a kind of help you out. And honestly, I adjust the wedge about I don't know exactly what the how many turns it would be, but about half a round I'd say a wedge.
So like 5
Every
tenths,
time
5
I
clicks or
adjust it,
something.
yeah, about yeah. And from there, then I fine tune my adjustment with
Yeah.
a little bit of an adjustment to tire pressure, specifically on the right front and the right rear.
I like
Try to
that
keep 'em,
strategy.
Keep them a little bit more.
No,
I
I
guess keep a little bit more life into them. There's a wreck in
actually,
the back of that pack, by the way, coming through 3 and 4. I don't think it's going to bring out a caution.
yeah, and you know that restart, the high line kind of took off. The 4 of Country Rebel had the first place restart position, but the 19 of Mackey was able to pull around on the outside. Not sure if maybe the 4 just cut it down a little too much, but sitting in second right now with the 18 as Sports Legend in third.
Well, look at Napa
There we go,
fan making it
underdog.
3 wide on the bottom here. He's looking to try to take third away. He has been on a mission ever since the restart.
Ooh, looks like the 52 old guys in the grass. He's keeping it in one direction here. Oh man,
And he's
what a
going
way
to
to
keep it
do
straight.
it.
He did a heck of a job.
Heck
to keep
of a
that
job,
truck
man.
straight.
Yeah, one thing I always say is to be able to drive, sometimes you got to learn how to fall first. You know, you got to learn how to wreck and keep control of the thing. I'd rather be able to drive the car or the truck than the car or truck drive me. So in that sense, I like to have a tighter truck. I want to be able to drive it. I don't want to be under control of whatever this truck is doing, if it gets loose or not. Not saying he did, but maybe the way that
No,
the 17
the
was going.
52 got pinched up into the wall and
Yeah.
then ended up down in the grass.
Oh, all right, thank you. So looks like, let's see, 17 at TKO. He was stuck in that issue before. At this point of the race, he got a win. We got stages on. We've got 13 laps to go in the stage. If I was
No,
in
I'm not
TKO's
fully
position, I'd be
familiar.
totally cool with that. I want to be able to figure out this truck because he was loose as heck to start.
No, I'm not fully sure on the format for the playoffs. I should say it's a win you're in, just like in the regular series, correct?
You know what, man? I'm not 100%. I can't say. But hey, it feels good to have a win. Even if he didn't have a win, with the stages and the way that his truck was handling, this is a good kind of experimental stage in my mind. But that's a good point. Yeah, we gotta. If anyone's watching and you know for sure how the whole setup's gonna go with points and wins, please let us know. Looks like the 19 got a little loose going through the tri-oval, got into the 4. The 4 is strong, man. He didn't even budge.
Yeah, that Ford truck is looking very, very strong. He did very good to hold
Actually,
himself up in
guys,
second.
On Mackey's stream, Rebel actually came in and doored him a little.
Yeah,
Really?
that's what I seen.
Wow.
Yeah, on Mackey's stream, the Rebel came down and doored him because he had the inside on him coming to the tri-oval.
See, and that's another thing with these games, man. You can't always go with one view or the other. That's why it's always good to, at the end, kind of save your video in case someone's got an issue with you. You can be like, hey, man, look at mine. You can see here, I didn't do that. Whatever you saw on your screen, that's not what I had on my screen. It definitely pays off in the long run. You don't have to stream it live, but you can always save it at the end if you've got it set up that way. If you need any help with that, hit me up. I can show you what you need to do in case you're ever worried. But this race has been running pretty clean so far.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of
say.
really, really good racing, and I mean we're seeing another great battle for the lead right now. The 19 on the outside, Napa fan trying to come up the middle here, and of course Country Rebel up front. This is a really good 3-car battle right now.
Yeah, let's get back up there. I was just with Sean in that 45, who I must say he really did, I thought, a great job at Daytona. He was very aggressive. As I see the 2 of Renegade Racer hitting pit road, let's see if that
The
starts.
46 is slow on the front stretch, as you were going
Yeah, he
through,
is.
as you were scrolling through. I don't know if you have anything on that or.
I don't, man.
No, I just happened to see
I
it.
wonder if he ran out or blew a tire, because I know that a lot of these guys are hitting pit road now. It seems a little early to be blowing a tire, looking at what I'm seeing.
Napa fan coming to pit road to get, I assume, tires, because
Yeah, these things are wearing
Tires
out.
are
Ooh, the
pitiful.
12 out here. All right, nice. He got through it. They're coming to, they just went to 7 to go while I'm looking at the 19's perspective on
7
his
to go. Is that
YouTube.
in stage 1 or is this stage 2 now?
Stage 2. 7 to
Stage
go in
2.
stage
Guys,
2.
before Country Rebel wrecked the guys on the backstretch.
And old guy 52's having an issue going around 1 and 2. If
Okay.
he's going this, oh, actually, there's a caution. Caution.
Yeah,
All
the
right,
4
this is gonna
wreck.
change things up. So, okay, this could play into some people's roles here. You think pit now, get everything you can, and not pit, so that you get so that you get, you know, a good starting
Everyone that
spot
just
for
pitted-
the third.
Everyone that just pitted is in the best position to win
Oh,
this
yeah.
stage, at least.
Well, yeah, to win the stage.
That's a huge, huge call. I mean, and really, nobody saw that caution coming, but the fact that it came out when it did, just an insane amount of luck. And
Yeah.
we see Napa fan up front in the 0-2.
Who did not
Right
pit,
there
like you
with 'em.
said, yeah. So the top 3 did not pit.
And I don't think they have any laps on their tires, or any real laps on their tires.
No. So, all right,
So
say
I
you
think
were
it's
just
an
one of
even
the
ground.
guys. You were just one of the guys that pitted. This stage is going to end in 2 laps.
Pulls
Well,
around on the back in the back.
2.5. So this stage is going to end in 2.5 laps, right? Do you think they're going to pit at the end of this, or stay out, get that position? Get that
Who in front
track
of me
position.
pits?
Yeah, that's true.
Like that's a real question. Who's actually pitting and who's not?
Yeah. And one thing that I feel like I don't see anymore is people playing that game where they hit the button and then last minute they unselect it, you know? Or
Yeah,
vice versa,
yeah.
where they try and trigger. Yeah, I feel like you don't see that anymore.
Now, considering we missed the stage 1 top 10, I'll raise that off real quick. We had Mackie
please.
finish first, Money Mike in second, Sports Legend in third, Apple Fan fourth, Rebel Joker fifth, Old Guy sixth, TKO seventh, Out Cheer eighth, Sean ninth, and Brian rounded out the top 10.
All right, thank you, man. So it looks like Napa's got this stage in the bag right now. He's pulled away from the field.
We got a truck on the apron as well here. I don't know who
Yeah,
it
is
was
that the
coming around.
18?
46.
17?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't tell.
That's the 46.
The 46, thank you. All right, so that's the end of the second stage. Let's see if we can see
So
these
hopefully
finish
we'll get
orders.
our top 10 a little bit quicker there.
Yeah, sorry about
Napa
that, guys.
No,
I missed the
nerd,
whole
it's
damn
not you.
stage. Don't feel bad.
No, Napa fan, Sports Legend, Mackie, Pro 75, Money Mike in 5th, Sean in 6th, Country Rebel 7th, 8th is Brian, 9th Old Guy, 10th is Out Cheer, TKO 11th, Rebel Joker 12th, 13th is Renegade, 14th, man. K Larson, man, what are you doing? Oh yeah, you're up here. All right, good. All right, so that's the top 13. So it looks like
Man Larson, trying to
Yeah.
represent our team in the pit road, man. Come on now.
yeah, I was following you, man. You were going real fast. Well, everyone else was going real fast around you, but you know, you're the center right there. You know, you're the
See,
the
I
center.
was on board with Mackie for that last run. I see he's changing his line. He's getting quicker.
Looks like Pro did not pit, so he kind of went with what I was thinking. You know, do you pit or not? So that 02 does not pit. He likes
He's
to
going
stay
for
out.
track position.
Exactly. He's going for that track position. He knows he's going to have to pit once at least. Hopefully.
That was a gutsy move by the 18 to go inside the 12 there on the restart, going into one.
Ooh, man.
Well, he had no choice.
46.
The 19 was crammed in his rear.
Yeah,
so.
19 was right there on
So-
him. But it was a. I'm just glad they got through 1 and 2 like that.
Man, the 46 had a little issue in the back. I think he may have gotten moved around a bit, and it sent the 45 flying. 45 all by himself. He's going to have to hope for something, while there might be a shred of hope right here as the 46 into, I believe that was the 98. Some of these trucks are dropping like flies. Not a lot of them are going down. It's staying green.
See, way racing right now, I'm really impressed with Pro.
So am I.
He's doing very good. As we say that, is he going to the point? Oh, he got pushed below.
Or are you talking about... okay, I got you, I'm with you. Yeah, that 18, man.
18 to the lead.
Like, yeah, let's go.
That's Sports Legend, but hey, look to his outside.
Let's go, sports.
Napa.
Napa.
With a huge run.
Napa wants to get back through there. We saw at the end of stage 2, he was flying through the, you know, just he set sail as the other guys behind him were able to
let
just
you
fight
guys
it
know,
out.
We're going to have green flag pit stops in this last stage.
Oh yeah, man, that's what I'm looking forward to.
If not, they're 8 laps short, so.
And that's a power move to the inside by the 94. And the 19's looking to make one of his own.
Yeah,
Going down the front stretch.
you know, that 94 opened the door for the 19 as well as the 46. The 18 may just be keeping it calm right now. He knows he's got 19 laps to go. And the 19 goes for the lead around Napa's fan. That 19, oh man, let's
19
go,
is
buddy.
strong tonight.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
very fast.
I'm liking it, man. I'm liking this 19.
But as we've talked
Yeah.
about all night, the 94 Napa fan, he's holding the line up high and saving his tires so he can make a move like he's trying to make right now on the bottom.
Yeah. Yeah, he set the 94 set that up very well. That was almost textbook. 19 tries a little crossover
19
move. He
will
wants
do
to
the
do it. He wants to
crossover,
do the same.
and
Let's see who can hold that bottom better. 19's doing a great job, but
This
look at
has
the
been really
momentum.
good
Look at the
racing.
momentum that Napa fan is getting up top. You know, that could be the difference between 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 3 and 4 may just have that momentum because the exit of 4 is just such a straighter shot. But let's 19
19
was a
went up
little
the track
too strong.
and,
Yeah.
but he still got a run.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. I'm surprised by that. Tell you the
This
truth.
is really good racing. These 4 cars up here in the
Guys,
front are
watching
doing
that
a
right? Look
really
who's
good
sneaking
job.
in the picture behind him, Renegade.
Let's go, Renegade. Let them fight it out, man. One thing I always like to do is to be in that catbird seat, to be in like 3rd, maybe 4th. Let those top guys fight it out. Maybe they'll wreck each other. If I don't have the fastest, if I don't think I've got something to compete, that's what I want to see. Looks like
Yeah, it
Pro
looks like
is
Napa
heading off of
might
pit
have
road.
used his stuff up trying to get around the 19. He's kind of falling back into the clutches of the 2 car, if you will.
I gotta give you something there, man. I was gonna say the clutches. That's the perfect word to say it. He really did fall back to now he's fighting to keep that 2nd spot, and that 46
And
is
possibly even the 3rd spot because the
Yeah.
46 is also fast.
yeah, man.
And I just don't know where I want to run because you're saving tires on the top, sure, but he's losing so much time to the 19 who's running well on the bottom.
I think
that
the
was in the wall.
46 is pitting, I believe. The 46 slowed down a lot to get down there.
Oh,
Oh, he got
And-
pushed out of the pits.
Did the 2 get pushed out of the
Two.
pits?
yep.
The 2
Yep.
got pushed out of the pits by the 94. It looked like 94 just had too much speed and bumped into him.
I'm sure that was not intentional, but it's still gonna
Oh yeah, it doesn't
bother the
seem like
2.
something that he would do.
No, not at
but,
all, dude. Not at all. Not at all.
But this has been a great race tonight.
Whoa, I thought
A
they
lot
fixed
of
this
people
patch.
commenting.
I thought they fixed this patch about the whole
The-
colliding
yeah,
on pit
they're
road.
not, and it's not.
Holy
And that's
cow.
going to cost the 94 so many spots.
The 4 as well. I just saw the 4. Dang.
46. The 46 got around. That's the 2 was well off pit road. The 46 and the 94, and you said even the 4.
The 4 hit someone while going into the pits. I thought they fixed that. I'm going to stick with the 19 right now. You guys let me know if you see anything else. I think the 19
I
is
don't
the only
think the
truck that's
94
still
had
out
that
there.
glitch. I think he might have had a speeding penalty.
Alright. Alright.
Considering how fast he went on the pit road, and again bumped the 2 out of the way. Again, probably unintentionally, but nonetheless bumped the 2 out of the way. I feel like he might have been carrying too much speed, and that's
Yeah.
why he was stuck there.
Alright, I got a question. War Machine, you still with us, bud?
Yeah.
So I'm watching the 19 go down pit road. I was watching his stream. He has 15% more wear on his right front than his right rear. What kind of change do you think you'd want to make to maybe even that out or to lessen that kill on that right rear? He had 15% more on the right front than the right rear.
Well, if you're trying to save the right front, I mean that's.
Well, the right front had more. Or no, I'm sorry, it didn't have more. No, I'm sorry, it didn't have more wear. It had 15% more on it, like
Oh, gotcha.
More rubber.
Okay.
more rubber. Thank
Okay.
you, perfect. More
Okay.
rubber. It had 15% more rubber, so it was killing the right rear. What kind of adjustment do you think that you'd want to make?
It depends. If you're comfortable with it, keep it the way it is. I mean, he is up front. He was
Yeah,
in the
right.
lead.
Maybe not change it. Yeah.
But if
Love
it, if you feel that on a long run or a longer run, you're going to get too loose with that right rear wearing down, you might want to add maybe a little bit of tire pressure to the front and left.
Yeah.
To put some more extra added weight to that right rear so it don't slide.
Right. Sometimes I feel like when that left front is smaller, it creates more grip. It creates a pivot point and then the right rear tries to work around it. Like,
Guys, we have a new
Work
lead
its way around
change.
it.
Pros, well, they're battling right now. It's between Pro and Mackie.
oh, I don't think it's going to stay that way very long. As,
Mackie on
yeah,
the
the
inside.
19 gets around. Mackey's got a few laps fresher tire on it, so I think this might be Mackey's race. Let's see what happens. So Mackey's got a lead.
He seemed like he was feeling pretty good coming into these races.
Mackey's
tonight,
got a
and, he definitely showed a lot of speed tonight.
Mackey's got a lap truck in front of him, the 45, a Sean, but he gets through very
He made
well.
quick work of that 45. This
Yeah,
19
well,
truck is just fast.
At first, it looked a little
Yeah.
scary, but I'm with you
Yeah,
on
he
it.
kind of looked like he kind of leaned on him just a little bit, but obviously hard to tell from our perspective. We're not
I'm gonna try
we
and
don't
get to
see
this.
their
Sorry.
point of view.
Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna get to Sport Legend because he's in 5th right now, and he's got 4th place, just a few truck lengths ahead of him. Want to see how he can fare. And while this battle's going on, let's see. I see we got some people watching. Thanks again, guys. 19 is Underdog Racing. Heck yeah, Taddy, for sure, man. Plant, very impressed with the racing so far. Plant, so are we. Martin. Sup, Plant? Wicked. Sure is. Creed, yeah. Flo, come on, Mackie. Yeah, we got Mackie fans out here. Anyone watching? You got a fan of a driver? Let's go. Let's hear it.
I want to say that I think also a huge testament to the racing we've seen is there's a lot less cars on track tonight than there were last night in the Cup Series, and which led to a lot of accidents and a lot more take than give last night. Tonight
Yeah.
we're seeing the opposite. We're seeing a lot more give than take, and it's turned out to be really good racing. I think that's something that all of us in every series can really take and use
Learn
in
from. No.
our races coming up. I mean, Thursday night y'all got the Xfinity race. Sunday night we got Las Vegas and ISM for us. So the Cup guys. So it's just something we can take and and implement into our own races. And I think that this is, again, as I already mentioned earlier in this race, this is going to be a really good year for not only these truck guys, but I think every series that we have running.
Yeah, and you know what? It may take some getting used to other drivers, but it's going to be good. They're going to be coming around to 3 to go, and Mackey's got a big lead. He doesn't want to see any cautions or anything. I hope I didn't just curse him, but considering he's an underdog teammate. But let's see what happens. We got a lot of trucks hitting pit road right now, and I think Mackey did the right thing by staying out until he almost blew that right rear. Oh, the 98 almost got into whoever the heck that was. He got into him, but it could have been a lot
32,
worse.
I believe.
The 32. Why do I keep saying that? The 12 of Out Cheer. I'm happy to see you're still here, buddy. Kay Larson, man, what are you doing on pit road, bud? No, I'm just kidding. Money Mike in that 32. You were impressive at Daytona. Still, you seem like you got a ton of speed here right now, man. Keep going. Napa fan looked like he spun going around 3. See if he can stay under the apron as he tries to hit pit road. Mackey's got an 11.5-second lead right now. TKO, great win at Daytona. Worked on this truck. It looks a lot tighter.
All right, guys,
Do
we
we
are at
have-
the NOCO, 1 to go.
The NOCO one to
to
go.
go for
All
Mackey.
right, let's go, Mackey. He's got cars
got-
in front of him, or trucks in front of him.
How much tire wear? 'Cause his tire light just came on in the stream.
Oh, he's
I
got
think
this
he'll
lap.
be fine. to get
Yeah,
through it.
even
It's
if
two
not,
corners.
yeah, he's got 12 and a half seconds.
And coming through 3 and 4, Mackey is going to take the win here at Atlanta tonight, guys.
Let's go,
What a
buddy.
run. Had a heck of a run tonight. And
Good run, Maggie.
we'll once this gets over with, we'll work on getting him in the booth.
Heck
And
yeah.
I think we got a few more guys that we need to bring up to the booth tonight because there's a
Yeah.
lot of guys that had really solid runs, not
Yeah,
only
whoever
here
you
but
want,
also
man.
at Daytona that we didn't get a chance to talk to. So
Yeah, whoever you want, man. Invite him on in. Let's get a few words in with him. I gotta say,
so we
after that
also
race,
need
though, that
somebody
was
to
pretty
send us
sweet.
the running order.
I'm on it.
Yeah, he is. All right, so here's our top 10. We have Mackey, Sports Legend, Old Guy, Money Mike, Brian, Pro 75, TKO, Napa Fan, Country Rebel, Outcheer are your top 10. And now Sean, Rebel Joker, Renegade, and Kay Larson, who happened to quit halfway through the race and end up in the booth with us.
Love it, though. Thank you, Larson.
You're welcome.
Say,
Yeah, I can't run trucks. I'm a cup guy.
Yeah.
No,
Thank
we
you
know,
for
he was giving
hosting
you
all
crap.
this stuff too, man. You know.
So yeah, I think we definitely got to talk to. Definitely got to talk to Old Guy. He had an up and down night tonight after we get done with Mackie.
Yeah, that's a good
Sports
point.
Legend, Sports Legend Pro had a great run.
So Sports Legend.
Country
he's
Rebel,
also
even
under
though he didn't
contract.
finish up towards the front in either race, I think we should definitely talk to him. He had a lot of good moments
Yeah.
throughout the races. So those of you,
Rebel Joker did too, man. I don't know if that's who you just
yeah,
said.
I'd like to talk to a lot of these guys, honestly, if we have time for it.
Yeah, you know what?
So,
Invite him on in, buddy, man. Whatever you want to do, let's do it to it. But
So
let's get
those of
Mackie in
you who
here.
are friends with those guys, start sending me suggestions, and I'll send them invites as we get to them.
All
But for
right.
now, we got Mackie invited here.
All right, perfect. All right, let's. I'm gonna go back to take a look at that beautiful winning truck here.
Yeah, please
19. Right. I was already on that one, man. I was already on top of her. I mean, on top of that truck. That's crazy.
do. Mackie,
Yo.
going out, pulling off the win in race 2 tonight. Congratulations, first off, and how do you feel, man?
It's pretty good. I just made a strategy early on and stuck with it the whole race.
So we noticed that you seem to be running a little bit of a looser setup tonight. Do you think that played any part, or was it just kind of a fuel strategy and tire strategy?
I
race?
ran a 5. I thought I ran a tight setup, but I guess it could have been loose. I was just focused on conserving tires the whole time, making sure that I had fresher tires than anyone else at the end of it.
Well, I gotta say, Mackie, it worked out. I was fortunate enough to be able to get to your truck a lap or two before you pitted that last time. And you know, with us, it's hard to go through the trucks and be in the right spot. But I honestly felt that I was in the right spot. Everyone was pitting. You stayed out. You pitted as right before that right rear went, and I felt it for you. I'm with you on that strategy call. How did you feel in the beginning of that race, though? Did you think that you had the speed? Because you were still up there, man. That thing looked strong.
I wasn't worried about speed. I knew that I could save my tires to the end of my fuel run and try to make sure that by the end of that I would have enough tires where the freshness of them would take over. And if people passed me early on, I wouldn't be concerned if I had less speed.
I love that. I love that, man. You stuck with it, and that's kind of my mentality too. We're gonna have to talk more. Congratulations, you underdog driver. It was a 2 for 2 tonight in the trucks. Really happy for you. Proud of you. I hope you enjoy that win. Anyone got anything else to say to Mr. Mackey or to ask?
I'm sorry,
The
I'm
only
working
thing
on
is, congratulations, an extra congratulations. You're my teammate, and I hope you have plenty of wins, through the rest of the season.
Well, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man, you go and enjoy that. You enjoy the heck out of that. Uh, Smitty in the chat said something really, really great. He said Mackey won. MK. So now it may be a MK Mackey. So I think good job, Smitty. You just started something there. Smitty also said congrats to the winner. Congrats to all the winners tonight. Congrats to all the drivers. I don't know if y'all have been able to try and invite any of the others we want to talk to, but
I'm working on it right
yeah,
now.
no, you're good. And while we work on it, I just want to. I feel like I can speak for all of us in the booth when I say that tonight was a heck of a race night. You know, these trucks, these drivers, they showed speed, they showed maneuverability,
Patience is key.
patience. Yeah, man, and they showed respect. And for the first night, you know, some of these guys not racing with each other. I understand getting to a point like that later on in the season when you get to learn other people, but there was a ton of respect out there. And some trucks may have been faster than the others, or some may have been put in better positions than the others. You can never really tell. It always goes different ways for different drivers. Sometimes, you know, the fastest driver doesn't always win, but I was very, very impressed. Now, I'm sure you guys were too. Everyone watching Giggity Racing League, I hope you were too. Sports legend, just saw you come in here. Man, how'd you feel on tonight? Yeah,
Well, man,
explain to me. That was great. Or not.
yeah.
It's teamwork. Dude, man, I thought you had a heck of a
So,
night.
what kind of stuff did you fight? Not only in Atlanta, but in Daytona. Give us a rundown of your whole night, man. Because I know you ran up towards the front at Daytona. I don't think you really got the finish that you wanted per se. But
Hold on, guys.
hold on, hold on, hold on,
Guys.
hold on.
Um,
Make sure that
set your
you're
yep. Yeah.
yeah. Go into your party settings real quick and
I always forget to mention that, and make sure that you can
yeah.
allow your mic to be heard in the broadcast.
Everybody with an interview. Sure.
Shoot.
Make sure your party
Yes.
settings.
Oh, sorry, I went blue screen. Here we go. Try it again.
All right, I'm talking. I don't know what you guys want me to say.
Well, it's gonna be tough. You said a lot of stuff before,
Yeah,
and
you
a
said
lot
a
of
lot of
bad
really good
stuff
stuff.
about
Dude.
a lot of bad stuff about your team captain.
mean,
I don't know why you would.
I have,
I'm just kidding.
I mean, I
Caddy.
have
He didn't say
Mackie to
anything bad,
thank
bro.
and Tat. I mean,
Yeah.
I have Tatty to thank also. Like, if it wasn't for Tatty, man, he's been helping me a lot throughout,
Yeah.
since I started, like at the end of the last season.
Well, I got.
And
I got.
I mean, he's been he's been like, he's believing in me, and I mean, I'm gonna show everybody what I have.
You know, I gotta put this in there for the people watching. They didn't get to hear what you said when you first got in here, unfortunately. But dude, man, you had such good energy coming in here. You were pumped. You were happy for your teammate. You were thanking your teammate. It sounded like you guys had a lot of teamwork going. All y'all watching,
yeah.
I'm sorry that you missed that, but this dude just did a heck of an
It
interview.
was such a genuine reaction.
It really was,
I don't
man.
think we
I'm
can
with
stress
you.
that enough.
No, that's why I had to
And,
interrupt and put that in there, man.
I mean, I don't know. I can't
Thank you,
thank
Icy.
Mackie enough. Mackie is, dude. He's helped me so much, like through that race. Like he's like, you dude, you gotta save your tires. He's like, everybody's gonna run out their tires. Just save them, and like the truck will come to you. Just, it's all gonna play out. I mean, I can't thank Mackie enough.
Well, back to my question now. What were your run us through your night? Again, Daytona wasn't really the run that I think that you would have wanted, especially for how you ran a lot of that race. And, Atlanta, to
unfortunately,
back that up,
like
would have finished late.
things missed. Like, yeah, they didn't exactly work for me in Daytona. I mean, we got in some wrecks in there at the end. I mean, luckily, I was able to still catch up with the draft, after the final cautions and stuff like that. You know, I mean, just place as well as we can. We knew that we were gonna have a little rough, but I mean, we knew we could also have done better. But I probably shouldn't have. Probably a bad pit strategy from my call. But you live, you learn. Like I told the guys.
Yeah, you really do. You got a long season ahead, man. I wish the best for you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's
man.
awesome.
Good luck. Seriously, that was a great run tonight, and I think I speak for all of us that we're really impressed, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. I hope I really impressed everybody. I'm gonna keep on doing hard work and showing everybody what I have all season.
Yeah. And hey,
Well, good luck,
don't
man.
forget, yo, we're teammates, and let's help each other out best we can.
Of course. Word
I
of
feel
advice
like
for everybody. Listen to your team.
yeah, and I think that showed right there, and you did a heck of a job.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, for sure. But not just you, all the drivers in there. I really liked watching that tonight. Not sure if anyone else was able to join or not, but I
We
think
got a couple more getting ready to invite in here.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
getting
Invite
one
them
at a
all in
time.
as you can. But hey, you enjoy your night, buddy.
Thank you,
If
man.
we're
I'm
not if
going
we're
to go
not
celebrate with my
friends,
team.
there you go. If we're not friends, send me an invite. I have the worst memories. So
I
By the
think I
way,
sent
guys,
everybody an invite. But
I
have a good night, guys. Thank you.
all right, thanks you
excuse
too.
for it. I just did get updated points for the trucks tonight. Mackie has the points lead with 99 points. Money's in second with 90 points. Sports in third with 87. TKO's in fourth with 82. Old Guys in fifth with 79 points. Rebel Jokers in sixth with 76 points. Shane's in seventh with 74 points. Pro 75's in eighth with 71 points. Brian's in ninth with 67 points. Renegade is in 10th with 58 points. 11th is Country with 56. And 12th is Out Cheer with 54. With tonight's racing, though, guys, Mackie earned 4 playoff points tonight. Money earned 1. TKO earned 3. And Rebel earned 1.
Wow. So let's see how
Hey,
that
guys.
plays
So I don't know
off.
if you guys still on the air, but I got a quick question.
Yeah, go for it.
Maybe you
Yeah,
guys
we're
can be
still
able
on
to
there.
answer. So I know Mackie is a part-time driver. No offense, Mackie, but how would that work for points? Considering I was right behind him.
As of right now, I think he's still getting the points. The way that
Okay.
this point setup looks right now, you'd have to talk to
Ask
somebody above us, I
Taddy.
assume. Yeah.
Taddy
All
would
right.
be the person you have to ask Sports Legend on that. So ask him about that.
All right, I
Yeah.
will do that. Thank
That's
you.
a great question. Sure, we'll get that squared away. That's all. Hey, yo, thanks for the points updates, man. It's you know
Yeah, that's
what?
awesome.
Yeah, Taddy's really quickly getting
Holy
those to us.
cow.
He
You
got
got to
them
think about
quick.
it. You got to think about it. Who cares if it's the end of the first week? These points matter. Every position matters. Every playoff point, everything matters at the end. At the end of the day, you go towards the end of the season, one spot can make a huge difference for you, and you want to make the most of what you can in a night. I was really impressed. Um, so while we're waiting to see if anyone else joins, let's give it a few more minutes, and then we'll stop the broadcast. But I got one thing that I'm gonna put out there, and I want to ask you guys the same question too. When I think of drivers to look at for the future, I felt really, I felt bad for Ouchier in Daytona, but I liked where he was going with Atlanta, and I'd like to see Outcheer's progression throughout the year. But it does look like we've got, was that Rebel that joined in
It was
with us?
Rebel that just joined in, and Rebel, you ran really well tonight in both races. What have you got for us? What do you got to say about it tonight?
I honestly can't thank my teammates enough. They helped me a lot, especially with that first stage win at
Crickets.
Daytona. I had
Oh, do you have
Mackie pushing.
do you have your settings, your party settings to allow your voice like broadcasts?
I believe so. I'll double check.
All right,
Yeah,
all
always
right,
low. Yeah, it's there.
all right.
But no,
Of course, I
I
mentioned
definitely
it at the wrong time.
can't. No, like I said, I mean, with the first stage win, it felt great. Second stage I came in second. That felt better. Um, that last stage at Daytona, I made a rookie error and got the speed penalty in the pits, which unfortunately made my teammate get the same penalty. But I mean, overall, it was a great day. The truck felt good, especially at Daytona. I couldn't really get the feel at Atlanta. Um, Mackie was trying to help me with like conserving tires and stuff, and I couldn't figure it out. But I mean, overall, it was a great night.
Well, you've got a long season ahead of you to figure that out, and it takes a lot
Oh,
to be able to say something like that too, to be like, "Hey, man, he was telling me, but I just wasn't getting it yet." You show a lot of speed, and you look like a really good aggressive racer. Not aggressive to the point that you're crazy, I'm not
yeah,
saying
no,
that, but like you're right on that
You take
that
what's
line.
there, and
Exactly. Yeah. You're like
it
you'd be intimidating, I feel like, and that's cool to see. So, good job. Good job.
Hey, thank you guys.
Anyone else got anything to say for this you're in the
he's
46, right?
already out.
This dude's got
So
places to
now we
go.
got Money Mike. I'm gonna invite him, and then after him, well, you're back.
My bad. I thought you.
No, dude,
My
you're
bad.
you're
I
good.
thought you guys were done.
Oh no, I mean I was just pushing it to see, but
Yeah,
it's up to everyone else.
Yeah.
But
Have a good night,
hey,
guys.
yeah, you too.
All right, we got one more interview after Mike, and then we'll get to
Yeah.
our takeaways like we did last race,
Yeah, yeah. See if you can invite them both at the same time, so you get clear
so we can
cut.
get it a little bit quicker.
Yeah, why
Uh,
not? But yeah, so War Machine, I don't know if you're still around. Is there anyone that you want to look at throughout the season?
oh, he got off too.
Ah, I want to say sports legend. He really ran up toward. He did good.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
just talked to him.
yeah, yeah. Oh no, I'm just saying like who
Oh
you'd
yeah,
want to.
yeah, I'm aware.
I'm sorry. Did I miss something?
Yeah,
Was I
no,
too
dude,
busy
you're
trying to do
busy.
this?
You're busy doing your own, dude. Do your thing. You're good.
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna stop talking.
No, you're good. It's a long night, man. But yo, sports legend. That's a very good one. That's a very good one. What made you kind of think that? Was it the post-race interview that he did that impressed you as well as his racing?
I think he raced well, and he shows a lot of enthusiasm. He loves the race,
Damn
and I
right.
think he'll only get better, and you may see him in the Xfinity Series here one of these years.
Yeah, I agree, man.
I think he has definitely room to grow and learn for sure.
Yeah. Shadow, what do you think, man? Is there any was there any driver that kind of stood out to you tonight that you'd like to see progress real well throughout the year?
I'm gonna say Pro 75.
Dude, that was gonna be one of mine too. Let's get back to that in a sec. We got Money Mike from that 32 in here. Money, how was your night? You're cutting in and out. Ah, shoot, man, I'm sorry. But hey,
Okay, guys.
what you got?
Boss man's coming in.
Boss man's coming in. All right, let's do it to it. But
All right.
hey,
Let's hit him with one. I'll get him real quick.
all right. So what do you? So how you feeling about next week? You got anyone that you're looking at as big competition there, Money? Yeah, I'd be speechless too. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you got bad. I know, man. I know. I'm trying to make light of the moment with the bad internet. I'm sorry, brother. And there we go. We're probably better off with just cutting that. Sorry,
Uh,
everyone.
All
Money
right.
I
Mike.
We
feel like
got
it's all gonna
Kate
get at
Daddy.
him.
So, what have you got for us, Daddy?
Well, I just want to, real quick, I wanted to throw it out there to all the viewers, anybody watching that may not be in the league. This was our first race of the season for the trucks, and I know that a lot of people don't understand, that these are just trucks or whatever. But here at Giggity, we separate into the different series. This is, I don't want to say lower tier because everyone here is good, but we have Cup, then we have our Xfinity, and then we have more of our beginning stage in the truck series. We also have a development program that people come in before they make a team. But this truck series, these are our newest guys in the league. Um, and the racing tonight was fantastic. I want to give a big shout out to every person that participated tonight. I was watching, and that racing was amazing. I couldn't have asked for more as a league owner here.
Taddy, I couldn't have asked for more as a viewer or a broadcaster. I thought that was fun as heck. These truck guys did a whale of a job.
That was about to
But
say, and something I'd like to add to that, though, Taddy. I mean, a lot of this comes down to you and all the other admins in this league, man. You guys brought us all here to do one thing, and that's race and race our hearts out. And we got to thank you for even having the idea of this thing, man. You're a heck of a league owner, and I think I speak for all of us when I say we're glad to be able to race under you, man.
yeah,
I
you def
appreciate that, man,
yeah,
a lot.
I agree, man. Thank you very much. This has been awesome.
Real quick though, big shout out to some of the truck drivers that even the ones that didn't get the best finishes this season. Another thing I noticed in these interviews is as you brought people in, they've all said I couldn't do it without my teammates and the big help and blah blah blah. I've noticed a big improvement on some of these drivers since day one when they first joined. To the guys that didn't finish that well, if you're struggling, don't be afraid to ask your teammates and outside your teammates, the other drivers, the other captains. We're all here to help. We might be separated into different teams. But Enoch, you're luckily for me, you're on my team, War Machine, as are you. You can ask Shadow though. Shadow ever needs any help, I help him out. Ice goes to
I
you.
was going to
You
say,
know,
Taddy, along with these newer guys in this truck series, I am a veteran truck driver. If they need to reach out and ask for any help, I'm more than willing to help them out.
I love it.
I mean, it's family based. You know what I mean? And anyways, at the end of the day, I wanted to get in here, open an eye to the trucks. Danged if I wasn't going to get in and at least say something, on opening night. And I just want to say I couldn't ask for better. Everybody that participated, if you're hearing this, great job. Don't hang your head, even if you finished in the back out cheer. You lagged out. You're struggling a little in the points, but you showed a lot of potential out there. Um, and that goes to everybody. I'm just going to end it with saying great job.
Thank you, Taddy. Thank you very much for joining. And you sound stuffed up, and I hope you feel a
Now,
little better,
same,
bud.
man. Go ahead and get some rest, man.
Yeah, thank you for taking the time to come in here. And dude, Icy, I think it was you that was thanking him and the other admins and captains for doing all this, and you ain't wrong. We're gonna go on and on about this after every night because it really does
It
show.
boils down to them, like not
Yeah,
only just
of
us out there
course.
racing. It's these
Yeah,
guys. You guys don't see the behind the scenes that we get the insight to,
yeah,
and yeah, and a lot of you guys do because you race in the above series outside of
yeah.
just the trucks. But
And
those who
they
are
do.
watching who may not know, a lot about us behind the scenes, that this is a huge family type of a series, and it baffled me that I joined, almost a week ago, and the fact that we all feel, at least in my mind, it feels like we're all really close. We all get along really well. We have our differences on the track, but we settle them quick,
Yeah.
and it's a really fun league to be in.
Yeah, and you got to think too with the position that these admins are in, and as well, they're team captains. They've got a lot going on, but they get on everyone's level, man. So it's not that they're helpful teammates or anything, but they've got a lot that they're doing, and they're still that helpful. And everyone is, like you guys are saying, anyone wants help, even if you don't want help. If you need to start an online lobby, you see me online, you hit me up. I may not be able to join if I'm doing something else, but don't ever stop. And I'm sure that
Yeah,
goes the
same.
same for anyone else. Uh, it's just a lot of fun doing this, and as long as you're able to have fun, we're gonna have a good time. But
Now,
I
before
don't.
we get to dragging this too far, we got our three takeaways from
Yeah.
Atlanta. And we'll start with Grim. What do you got for us?
Honestly, I'm the same thing with Daytona. Competition. I'm excited, like Taddy just said. I'm very excited about how that season's going to go. We've got a lot of guys, a lot of new guys trying to make a name for themselves in the Giggity Racing League. I'm excited to see it this year. Hopefully, I'm in the booth for most of it. Never know, I might be able to dash into some of them, but I'm excited to see the competition, how it unfolds the rest of the season.
Yeah. Dude, I'm with you.
All right, Nick.
All right.
What do you got?
So one thing that I've always been a big part of is strategy, and we saw a little bit of that tonight. And I gotta say, seeing that second race, I think these drivers are gonna have to think a little differently, here and there. It'll be pretty sweet. It'll be pretty sweet to watch. But what you got there, Icy? You got a takeaway?
Honestly, man, I think that as I said already, we see a lot of guys that are going to be really, really competitive, and you guys hit the nail on the head with it. This has been and is going to be one of the most competitive, and you're going to see, they use this word a lot with college football, that parity. Guys that you're not. Everybody's
Parity.
got a chance to win anytime, and this is not only just the Truck Series, but the Xfinity Series, which I believe both of you guys are going to be in, correct, on Thursday?
War Machine, myself too. Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm excited. I hope I get a call of that race on Thursday. I think it's going to be a blast. And then Wednesday we got the Custom Cups at Daytona. I don't know if we're broadcasting that or not.
Well,
And
I love customs, so I might be down for that if I'm available.
Coming to the green, driver.
So, but I mean, we have a lot of stuff going on and a lot of really big things coming your way. Not only in the Truck Series, but in every series. And this is going to be a very, very fun time and season this year.
Yeah.
As you guys are, I'm looking forward to it. I hope I'm in the booth to call a lot more races.
Careful, still there.
Yeah, I was so excited. I'm already on track. I found an online lobby, and I'm at Daytona. But I think on that note, I think we can call it a night. Just gonna go down to the apron here, not screw up the one guy behind me, because I joined late, not because I just suck that bad. But yeah, that was an awesome night. I can't wait for next week. I can't wait for Thursday. I hope you get to broadcast for us, Icy. That'd be great. Shadow, what number are you in the
I am.
Xfinity
I'm not going
cars?
to be missed. I'm not going to be missed. I'm the bright beep 8 car.
The
I'm
bright
a
what?
Bright pink. The bright pink. Literally the brightest dang car on the racetrack.
All right,
I
all
won't be
right.
missed.
Well, that's
If
good.
you
I'll be
miss
in the
it,
18.
We just got an update tomorrow night. Check us out. Dirt Racing at Eldora, custom setups. We'll,
Custom
dirt
setups.
yeah.
All right, that'll be good.
What are you doing?
So we'll see y'all tomorrow night. I guess I'll probably call that. I don't think I'm gonna get in on it, but I'll try to call it tomorrow night.
That'd be sweet. I'd love to somehow be a part of it. But all right, well, I'm gonna end it there. I hope everyone watching enjoyed, and I'll see y'all on the track.